Selçuk is the central town of Selçuk district, Izmir province in western Turkey, 2 kilometers 1 mile northeast of the ancient city of Ephesus. Its original Greek name, Agios Theologos, referred to John the Theologian. In the 14th century, it was the capital of the Emirate of Aydin. Under the Ottoman Empire, it was known as SELCUK. In 1914, it was renamed Selçuk after the Seljuk Turks who first led incursions into the region in the 12th century. Selçuk is one of the most visited tourist destinations within Turkey, known for its closeness to the ancient city of Ephesus, House of the Virgin Mary and Seljuk works of art. The 6th century Basilica of St. John the Apostle, which, some claim, is built on the site of the Apostle's tomb, is also inside the town. The old quarter of Selçuk retains much traditional Turkish culture. Ayasalık Hill dominates the surrounding area, with several historical buildings on its slopes, including the İsa Bey Mosque built by the Aydinids in 1375, and the Grand Fortress. Ephesus is a large archaeological site in Aegean Turkey and one of Turkey's major tourist attractions. The ancient Greek city of Ephesus was famous for its Temple of Artemis, near present-day Selçuk, which was recognized as one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. After a messy period of conquest and reconquest and after the population was moved from Selçuk to the present site, Ephesus became a Roman city in 133 BC. The ancient site of Ephesus is seen entirely on foot. Pathways are signed clearly and easily navigated as you make your way through the archaeological site. The ruins are situated on the bank of a hill. There are 2 entry-exit points about 3 kilometers apart. The upper Magnesia Gate is the better gate to enter, allowing you to walk due W-nil to an exit at the lower harbor gate. The entire ruins are easily covered on foot within 2 hours. The Ephesus archaeological site has developed into one of the most highly frequented archaeological sites, due not only to the excellent state of preservation but also to the visitor-friendly presentation of the monuments. Mass tourism is a great challenge for archaeology. In the 2010s, an average of 1.5 million tourists visit the ruins every year. 90,000 of them find their way to terrace houses, which some consider as the gold standard for accessible archaeology. Thus, in recent years, the highlight of a visit to celebrated Ephesus has shifted from the Library of Celsus and the amphitheater to the terrace houses. The Library of Celsus is one of the most beautiful structures in Ephesus. It was built in 117 AD. It was a monumental tomb for Gaius Julius Celsus Ptolemaios, the governor of the province of Asia from his son Gallius Julius Aquila. The grave of Celsus was beneath the ground floor, across the entrance, and there was a statue of Athena over it, because Athena was the goddess of the wisdom. It was the 3rd richest library in ancient times after the Alexandria and Pergamum. There was an auditorium, which was for lectures or presentations between the library and the Marble Road, was built during the reign of the Emperor Hadrian. Amphitheater is the most magnificent structure in Ephesus ancient city. The Great Theater is located on the slope of Pannier Hill, opposite the Harbor Street, and easily seen when entering from the south entrance to Ephesus. It was first constructed in the Hellenistic period, in the 3rd century BC during the reign of Lysimachos, but then during the Roman period, it was enlarged and formed its current style that is seen today. The theatre was used not only for concerts and plays, but also for religious, political and philosophical discussions and for gladiator and animal fights. Visitors make Ephesus well known and leads to a great acceptance of archaeology. The House of Virgin Mary is located on the top of the Bulbul mountain 9 kilometers ahead of Ephesus and 7 kilometers (4.3 mil) from Selçuk in Turkey. The Shrine of Virgin Mary enjoys a marvelous atmosphere hidden in the green. It is the place where Mary may have spent her last days. Indeed, she may have come in the area together with St. John, who spent several years in the area to spread Christianity. Mary preferred this remote place rather than living in crowded place. The house was discovered in the 19th century by following the descriptions in the report. D. Visions of Blessed Anne Catherine Emmerich, 1774-1824, a Roman Catholic nun and visionary, which were published as a book by Clemens Brentano after her death. Today, it is considered as one of holy and much visited shrines of Turkey for all type of visitors coming to Selçuk. Municipality of Selçuk and Ministry of Tourism are both responsible to maintain the house in good condition. The house is protected by armed soldiers of Turkish army. Whoever you are, whatever your faith is, to visit the House of Mary makes you fresh and relaxed. There is an underground spring, according to local tradie. Tian. Before tasting the water or dousing one's hands, one must make a wish. Visitors also can reach the wishing wall, a popular concept known all over Turkey and also used on trees. While tying a personal possession such as a napkin, handkerchief or piece of paper, make a wish and it will come true. This is a place of worship. Visitors are advised to use appropriate dresses. Serince is a village in Selçuk, Izmir, Turkey, about 10 kilometers from the center. It was settled in the 15th century after Ephesus was abandoned. However, the CUR rent buildings date back to the 19th century. It used to be an old Orthodox village called Sirkins, its mean ugly. This name was given by its inhabitants on purpose as they did not want to be bothered by strangers and share the beauty of their village. The name Serince was given by an Izmir mayor, which means pretty. As the Serince village is located on top of a mountain, visitors may enjoy the scenery of the vineyards and peach trees. The village of Serince is a good example of the tolerance and cultural heritage in the west of Turkey, which reflects Turkish and Greek ways of life together. When you pay a visit to the village, you cannot stop yourself admiring the harmony of two cultures, Greek-style houses and Turkish type of living. You also will feel like yourself as if walking in a movie studio. This is the only village in the Aegean region which has both a Greek Orthodox church and a Muslim mosque side by side. It is in the list of World Heritage Sites of United Nations and it has only 700 inhabitants. Visitors may enjoy shopping through the narrow streets of Serince, from the villagers selling kinds of handcrafts, olive oil and wine that is made of several fruits grown in Serince. Though Serince village is developing its tourism very quickly, it has been able to preserve its authenticity and the meaning of its name.